I'll forget about it.
No, you're doing well. You're doing very well, man.
So they're actually Ascend are going back to the team comp they had before, with the exception of the DPS players. I don't think they had a Mei and a Reaper before, but they keep sticking with this Orisa Hog combo, which isn't actually meta. It isn't meta at all in this current meta. You typically see the double shield. The Orisa Sigma provides a lot more sustain on the front line. You can see in fights like this, it's where you're going to come and see it. Lime forced to use the ice block to keep himself alive. The Reaper is in bench fight, doing a lot of damage. They force out his Wraith form though, so he will manage to get himself out. But Ascend, they've got a foothold on the point right now, so they will get the cap. And Draco needs to be careful. He's alone here on the right side by himself. Splits up from the rest of his team, going on the flank, which isn't what you want. And that means the rest of your team's going to fall as well, because half your shield, half of your sustain on the front line has been eliminated for almost no reason.
Yeah, great forward push there by Ascend.
I'm still new at this.
And
You have my thanks.
that combo you were talking about seems to have worked uncannily there.
Yeah, they got their foothold onto the point, and Hog is very good at dealing, like, he's not great at dealing with the double shield, but he does output a lot of damage onto shields. And being able to punish those out of position players like Draco, he was flanking around the right side by himself. He gets hooked, he dies. And there's no counterplay because he's not sticking around with his team. But look at Dongabear. He's managed to pick up the barrage because there's only one shield for the side of Ascend, and you can bet your bottom dollar that's what he's looking for right now. He's flanking around the left side. And there you go. There's the barrage, and he's picked up 3! He does get taken down, but Kim goes for the rest. Does she get it off? No. The Kim gets frozen and Quinn falls as well, but with half your players dead, I very much doubt you're going to be able to win this fight. So Donga putting this fight onto his back, killing half the team by himself. Going to enable them to get the flip.
There's the flip at 66% to Ascend, and their percentage slowly going up now.
And almost the biggest thing, a part of that, is that Donga was the only guy who had to use his ult. They expend one ultimate and they get the flip. And now, look at Lime. Lime has the Blizzard, and they're all choked up in this corner. You can see Lime. He throws it down. He's going to get a freeze onto almost every member of Ascend. So they push forward with the ultimate, and they'll just keep getting the picks. Fenrir are going to die here. Unfortunately,
Yeah, Dan definitely paid for it there. It was a good freeze.
And again, they're committing one ult per fight win in these engagements. That is value. You can see they still have almost every single one of their ultimates. Donga already on 50% to getting his barrage again. And they have the supercharger, they have Graphitic Flux, Coalescence, Valkyrie as well.
Almost full as well on ults.
Yeah, Ascend definitely have the ultimates to come back swinging as well if they choose to use them. So there you go. All the ultimates being thrown out right now. There's a Gravitic Flux on the players, but no one's going to fall, except for Lime actually. Gets called out a little bit too close in that front line. Camper needs to be careful as well. He actually uses the supercharger by himself on the left-hand side. You see the players are collapsing on him now. Reaper pumping the damage. Gets the kill. Donga has the ultimate. Will he be able to make another superhero play to get the flip? It looks like he's actually going for it. He does, but he kills himself on the shield. So they get a flip. And almost every member of Murdoch is dead right now. And the 75%, they need to die quickly and they need to regroup. Yeah, Moran wisely James decides to fade on out. So 83% right now on the point. And look at the ultimate. Look at the ult disparity between these two teams. Ascend.
Yeah, and they're at 90%. And they're in a very, very good position.
Oh no, and they get the wall off on Draco as well. And plus, the Death Blossom from Vengefire. He picks up 3 by himself. The ult disparity, you can see it coming into play there. All they have to do, drop the supercharger, drop the Death Blossom. They had a really nice wall onto Draco, opening up the fight with one man down. Onto Murdoch. Opens things up very nicely. That's pretty much the only counterplay there is actually for that Reaper ult. The Death Blossom that they threw into the backline would be a nice clutch shield from the Sigma. But if he gets taken out of the fight straight away, there's nothing you can really do.
Yeah, we're already off to a great match, great matchup. We've had great play from both teams, and some such good pushes by both teams. So this could go either way. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, well, I gotta say, I love these types of games. The fact that it's gone 1-to-1 shows how evenly matched these teams are. I was told actually that they recently had an official match and Murdoch Esports did come out on top in the end. So Ascend, they want to at least get a win in this scrim. Prove to themselves at least that they have what it takes to best this Murdoch team. And after that round, it's very evident that they can. They get a really nice combo. They don't quite get the Amora for it. But if they keep that going, oh no. Donga's found a pick and so is Lime. Donga with a flanking Reaper is just in the middle of the entire team and he's shutting them apart. Single-handedly.
The tide has turned. And Murdoch capturing the point. Can Ascend regroup? Yeah, that Reaper move.
Excellently gets on the flank. They have no CC to deal with him because they already expended the hook, which is the only CC that they would have for him. But even hooking a Reaper, it's not going to be the best decision.
Choosing that right moment to group up. Oh, great hook there.
Fire! TP's into the middle of that fight and just gets obliterated. And now Donga moving forward with the ultimate from Lime on the Symmetra.
Again, Ascend having a lot of trouble.
Yeah, they started that fight off pretty poorly. Vengefire used Shadow Step right into the middle of the entire Murdoch Esports roster, and he just gets hooked and dies instantly. So you're starting off the fight in a 5v6 situation, and it's so unneeded.
And looking at their formation, here is very, very tight defense. They're spreading out now.
Absolutely. You see Vengefire trying to take the duel with Donga there. Donga getting the best trade for it. Camper though, he gets hooked by Dan. So that's your shield. Your shield tank gone. You need to be even more careful of these hook combos now. There you go though. Donga is going in with the ultimate. He doesn't manage to find anyone though. And another beautiful hook from Dan. Dan's managed to take out two with just his hook alone. There you go with the help of the coalescence behind them. They should be able to push forward. Donga. No, that's not Donga. They swerve now on the Pharah. Doesn't get anything for the barrage, but it does enable them. Creates a space for them to just move forward, walk onto this point, establish their dominance, and get the flip. But it took 83%.
Great work there. Oh my. Some excellent Reaper work.
Yeah, Dan, superhero plays in that engagement. Gets pick up the pick. But look at how long it took them to get that. 83%. Yeah. And if they lose one fight, they lose.
It took that crucial moment by Dan just to get Camper from behind. And that just changed everything there.
You see Murdoch pushing to the right-hand side. They're using all the old supercharger with the shield from Lime as well. They even throw out the beat as well, and they are getting the picks for it. So two members down. Camper gets hooked again, but he has enough HP to survive through this one. A really clutch res onto Fenrir. He's trying to keep himself alive up in the corner, but when you're cornered by a Reaper, you are going to get blown up instantly. And there you go. So they throw all their ults, with the exception of Draco, into that fight, and they get the flip. And will they even be able to touch here? Ascend. They need something. They don't really have anyone fast enough to get onto the point.
It is looking bad percentage-wise.
Dan's running up the stairs. Are they going to allow him on? Yes. Okay, so they get the touch. But there you go. Draco still had the hog. Gets cancelled by Dan. Dan gets the pick, and they have a coalescence again. And with the helmet swerved as well. Swerved has picked up two with the ultimate. Vengefire picked up another. So nice clutch play. They touch the point and get the flip again in overtime.
Can they hold it?
They find where there's a will, there's a way. And they wiggle themselves back onto the point.
And they know they have to make it as hard as possible. We've got 40% to go, and that's at least a minute and a half of play.
It is, but look at Vengefire's position right now, and look where Murdoch Esports are. He's in prime positioning to punish this backline.
Oh yes.
Open up.
Here he goes.
It's the ult from Vengefire, and he's picked up two. That's the positioning advantage I was talking about. Donga tries to throw out a Death Blossom himself, but he only picks up one, as opposed to the two from Ascend. So it's just a brawl on the point, but Dan gets a hook onto Draco. In the meantime, Camper has picked up Swerve, so there's a Pharah down for Ascend. Dan has the ultimate. It's going to completely annihilate the shield. But Dan, he gets hooked. He manages to survive, fortunately for him. Donga Bear. He's actually got Fenrir. He's got Dan too. Donga Bear going ham in the backline right now.
And the percentage is still going up.
That's going to secure them this fight win 100% without certainty. And I don't think there's any way that Ascend can get back into the point. You see Fenrir, he's on the ball, but he gets hooked.
Oh, so
Stopped
close.
in his tracks. So because it is a scrim, if this was an official game, this game would have just been won by Murdoch Esports. But because it's a scrim, we're going to play out the third map anyway. But Murdoch have won this game.
Man, that was a tight match there. And hat off to all the players there.
Oh, never mind. I'm actually incorrect because that was 3 maps. That was all 3 maps. So they are done.
So the first scrim goes to Murdoch.
But it was very close.
Oh,
very,
wasn't it?
very close. That last match, I mean, the 1-1 and then the last point was, I think, like 99-99. So this team's definitely very evenly matched.